Welcome to the Self Revolution podcast. This is your weekly reminder to wake up to who the fuck you really are. I'm your host, Breanna Rae Blaney, and it is truly my honor to guide you on this journey of self-revolution and evolution. Join me as one by one, we collectively wake up to create a more harmonious, enlightened, and fulfilled world. Welcome back to the Self Revolution podcast. Today, we're diving into one of the most intuitive tools that you can use to balance your body. This is one of the most fundamental and simple principles in Ayurveda, yet it can have a profound impact on the choices that you make on a day-to-day basis. So in Ayurveda, there's this concept of the Gunas, and there are three primary gunas or qualities, sattva, rajas, and tamas, which we'll talk about more another time. Those are kind of the three universal gunas. Yet today, we're going to dive into the 20 gunas or pairs of qualities that you can use to balance your own body. The word guna means quality. Everything in the universe has certain qualities associated with it. You have certain qualities associated with you. A rock has certain qualities associated with it, right? It's heavy and it's dense. Water has certain qualities associated with it. It's mobile, it's fluid, it's liquid. Air, all of the elements have certain qualities associated with them. Every single food has certain qualities associated with it. And by understanding these nuances around the qualities of things in our environment, the qualities of things that we can consume, we can very intuitively start to tune in to what our body needs at any given time of any given day. The other main thing to consider is that everything is interconnected, right? Ayurveda views us as human beings, our mind, our body, our spirit, as one interconnected force. And that means that the qualities of things that we're taking in from a visual perspective into our mind are impacting our bodies and also vice versa. So the foods that we eat and we consume actually have a psychological impact, right? And vice versa. So with the concept of the gunas, there are 20 pairs or 20 opposing pairs. And essentially, this comes down to a very fundamental principle that like increases like and opposites balance. So for instance, say that you are feeling cold and you drink a cold smoothie. Well, like cold, like smoothie, which is also cold, equals colder, right? Like increases like. The opposite force, opposites balance. If you are cold and you drink warm tea, then you are likely to feel more balanced, right? You're bringing your body back into that state of homeostasis. And so this is the fundamental principle, right? Like increases like, opposites balance. So say, for instance, that you are feeling really anxious. Well, what are some of the qualities that are associated with anxiety? There's a lot of spinning in your mind, right? You might be feeling this sense of uncomfortability in your chest. There's a lot of air and mobility. So now that you have a sense of some of those qualities that are associated with that anxiety, you can start to think about what are the things that are opposite to bring yourself back into balance. So oftentimes we don't do that, right? When our bodies are in a state of disharmony, often we tend to go for the things that actually bring us more out of balance with ourselves. So if we're already feeling anxious, maybe we start scrolling through our phone. Well, there's a lot of mobility associated with that, right? A lot of air, a lot of mind, a lot of movement, and that actually increases our anxiety. Or maybe we go for a run, and sometimes a run can be really grounding, but for people with a lot of anxiety, sometimes all of that movement can actually stir up more anxiety and more fear. So now let's think about the things that have opposite qualities. Heavy, dense, grounded things, right? So doing things like putting your feet on the earth, that's a very grounding activity. or eating foods that have really dense qualities associated with them. So if you experience a lot of anxiety and tend to eat a lot of salads, well, salads have a lot of air and movement associated with them. Not all that good for grounding those qualities. Yet if you eat warming soups and nourishing bowls and heavier foods like, say, sweet potato, all of that can help calm and balance out your anxiety. So now let's say, for instance, you're feeling really fiery or aggravated. We're moving into summer. There's a lot more heat. I used to feel often if I'd go outside in the middle of summer and go lay on the beach, sometimes if I would lay there for too long, I would actually get aggravated. I would start to feel irritable and frustrated. My skin would be turning pink, and I didn't really know why I was feeling irritable. Well, I was just simply like too hot. I had too much fire in my body. And instead of taking myself out of the sun and doing more cooling things, like I would just sit there and bake and become more agitated. So in those states, if you're feeling really frustrated or angry, things that you can do to balance your body, again, do the opposite. Right? Invite in more cooling foods. So really throughout the entirety of the summer, to balance that heat, it can be helpful to drink things like coconut water or have more cooling foods, and to reduce the hot soups and the really hot foods and spicy foods, and opt for more opposing qualities. The last little example I'll give is you're feeling pretty heavy or maybe lethargic, not really motivated. Oftentimes you can want to gravitate to things that are like that, right? I'm going to just order a pizza or some food and watch TV and just kind of lay here. And that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you just need those lazy days. But if you're looking to have more motivation and to get yourself off of the couch, again, do the opposite thing. So you want to invite in a lot more foods and activities that are more mobile. So if you're feeling lethargic, great thing to do is go move your body, right? Go get outside, go for a run, go for a walk, and invite in lighter foods. Things like a salad are great during that time, or even things that are hotter, spicier foods can bring in that fire so that you have that motivation to actually go out there and do whatever you need to do. So the 20 gunas or qualities and 10 opposing pairs are the following. The first is heavy and light. The second, slow and sharp. The third, cold and hot. The fourth, oily and dry. The fifth, smooth and rough. The sixth, dense and liquid. The seventh, soft and hard. The eighth, stable and mobile. The ninth, slimy and clear. And the 10th, gross and subtle. So there you have it. Those are the 20 gunas and 10 opposing pairs. Yet you don't necessarily need to memorize all of these. I find that you can do this in a much more intuitive way by simply looking at the qualities of things, thinking about how you would describe the qualities that are in that fruit or in that activity, and then simply noticing, the opposite and being able to do it from that way. But in case the full chart is helpful for you, it is linked below. So this tool, really simple, like increases like, opposites balance. As you're moving about your day, you can use this simple tool to bring more balance and harmony into your day-to-day routines and have more awareness around the way that you are feeling. And when you feel yourself starting to get out of balance, be able to bring yourself back into balance by implementing just simple things that have the opposing quality. So with that, I hope you have a fabulous day. Namaste.
Calling me